What's going on, YouTube? Ferocity here. Hope you guys are doing well. Normally, I like to focus solely on the Call of Duty community, but today I have to shift my sights towards Nintendo, as they have recently issued a DMCA takedown of the Dolphin Emulator. Now, for those of you that don't know, the Dolphin Emulator was set to release on Steam. It was going to allow people to play Wii and GameCube titles, and now they're just postponed indefinitely because Nintendo decided to flex their legal muscles and say, hey, you can't do that. Now, the truth is Nintendo has every legal right to do this. They are totally allowed to do this. The problem is there's no alternative for the community. And this is the problem I've had with some of the things that Activision has done. There is no alternative for your community to enjoy these titles. So all you're essentially doing is saying, hey, to everybody that worked hard on these games, we don't really want to allow people to enjoy them anymore. Now, you might be able to find some of these titles at retro gaming stores, but in some cases, especially if they're grade A games, you're going to be paying as much as 3 to 4 times the original sticker price because of inflation of games. I don't think that's right for the community. I'm not saying games can't appreciate over time. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that people who legitimately want to play games for their enjoyment are having a very tough time being able to find the games they want to play. And I don't think that's fair to the community because Nintendo has made it increasingly difficult to play their older titles. And that's the problem here. And that's what the Dolphin Emulator was set to fix. And I think that it was fixing a problem that Nintendo could figure out how to fix on their own. And I'll be honest with you, if Nintendo came out tomorrow and said, hey guys, we're going to release our own Nintendo emulator which plays Wii and GameCube titles, and it's going to be a subscription cost of $20 a month, and you can play unlimited games, I bet there'd be a lot of people that would hop on top of that and play that and enjoy it, because people want to play these old games. They want to enjoy what these developers used to do. And the BS excuse that Nintendo gives basically just misses the whole point here. This is what they said. Nintendo is committed to protecting the hard work and creativity of video game engineers and developers. This emulator illegally circumvents Nintendo's protection measures and runs illegal copies of games. Using illegal emulators or illegal copies of games harms development and ultimately stifles innovation. Nintendo respects the intellectual property rights of other companies and in turn expects others to do the same. The problem with this is you're not allowing people to enjoy the hard work of your developers when you actively have no way for people to access this hard work. That's the problem here. I get that the emulator circumvents the protection measures and it runs illegal copies of the game. Why don't you make it an easier access for the legal copies? That would be the answer here. Instead of shutting this down, say, hey, what we're going to do is we're going to make it easier for our community to find our games. But what you're doing is you're actively hurting the developers you think you're saving. It's just nonsense. And then on top of it, for them to say, oh, it harms development and ultimately stifles innovation. What innovation has it stifled? The fact that Game Freak can't innovate? It's because of emulators? No, it's because of their own greed. If you look across the gaming industry, the lack of innovation is because everybody wants a bigger piece of the pie and they're not willing to go the extra mile to get it. Instead, they want to find the lowest common denominator ways to make money. That's what's harming game develop. That's what's stifling innovation. It's your own greed. It's not the fact that people want to have a safe way to access your old titles and a cost-effective way. Again, I don't think that everybody is expecting this stuff for free. That's not what we're saying. Yes, was it nice that it was going to be for free? 100%. But if you built a subscription model that allowed people to play older Nintendo titles, not only would you be helping those developers that you say you're trying to protect, you would also be aiding the community to enjoy your past titles. Something that you should be wanting to do. But because you're Nintendo and you're brain dead when it comes to actually working with your community, you're not going to do it. And this isn't just a one-time problem that exists within the Nintendo community. No, this is an ongoing issue. Nintendo loves to flex their DMCA muscles whenever it comes to content that's here on YouTube. They hate people seeing it because they feel it's theft. What they don't realize is that it helps build your community. And this is why I'm so sick and tired of these developers, these publishers, not understanding where the gaming industry is today. There's so many more tools that publishers and developers can leverage to allow people to access what they're working on. But instead, what we want to do is we want to prevent people from accessing our own work. And it makes no sense to me. This shouldn't be difficult to realize. I am not the smartest person in this room. I know that for a fact. And yet I can see it clearly that there are ways and paths forward within this gaming industry that are mutually beneficial for both sides. It can make the developers and publishers more money while also allowing the community to access your hard work. This isn't difficult. Allow people the opportunity to enjoy it, make it accessible, and people will play it. Look at what Xbox has done, and people want to criticize Microsoft, and I get it, but what they've done with Game Pass is they said, hey, we want to allow people to enjoy a bunch of different games for a reasonable price. And I'll be honest, Game Pass is extremely reasonable. I play a multitude of different games. I utilize it every single month. It is one of the best purchases I have ever made, and now Nintendo has followed suit. So why is it that you understand that a subscription model works within current titles but can't work with past titles? Nintendo, figure it out, please, because guess what? You could have a really thriving community of people enjoying your old games instead of people that are just trying to profit off their hard work. Think about everybody that is purchasing old Wii and GameCube games. I would say the fraction of the people that are buying them are to actually enjoy them. Most of them are using them as a collection piece. And it's not my job to tell you what to do with the game that you buy, but if people actually want to enjoy these games, there should be an affordable way to do it. There should be an accessible way to do it. And by shutting down the Dolphin Emulator, all Nintendo is doing is actively going against their best interests. So, I would love to know what you guys think of this. Do you guys think that I'm off my rocker here and that Nintendo is 100% in the right, or are you in agreement with me? And do you believe that there should be safe and accessible ways that are actually affordable for people to enjoy old Nintendo titles? Let me know with a comment down below, and as always guys, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. If you want to see more videos from me, please hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys next time.